Hello everyone and welcome back to another Echoes of Mana video. My name is DK and today we're going to be going over our 3-star units finally. I know a lot of us have been focusing on the 4-star units of the game, but it's now to shine some light on the 3 stars. Today, the way I'm going to be doing the structure on the 4-star showcase, the 3-star showcases, is that I'm going to be doing 2 at a time just because going over the units is not very time consuming. So yes, I will be doing 2 units. It will be randomly generated. I've just been kind of working on them on the side. I kind of built 2 up for you guys today, so let's get into it. This Kevin is going to be my 4-star. I don't know yet if I'm going to be keeping him at 3-star during the showcase or 4-star, but I thought, and I kind of jumped the gun. For my armor set right now, it's okay. I don't really take too much pride in the way it's built right now, but you know, RNG does play a large factor, and you know how you get the gear and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of grinding every day just to kind of see if I find the right DPS build, as it is really universal with a lot of your characters. So you will see a lot of the same armor. Since I won't probably have the best equipment on him right now, I probably will most likely be letting you know exactly what you should go after for this unit. He will be a Earth DPS glove user. It took a second to get out. For him though, we'll go to his skills first. His mana board is pretty good. I worked on a little bit of the strength and everything. It's definitely enough to do this showcase. But show his skills first. We're gonna have Wild Fang Fury. Now this is going to be his special move. This is gonna be doing physical damage. It does do about 10 hits. Crits are pretty nice, so I feel like using this unit, you're definitely going to want to build maybe about 300 maybe even more. 300 to 400 crit will probably benefit him the most. You might not even have to go to that 400. 300 might be just perfect, but definitely you're going to want to build them strength percentages and flat stats on strength as well, if you can try to get that equipment. That's exactly what I would be going for. So I would try to do a little bit of con, flat stats on STR and strength percentages, and then some luck. I think he's going to perform amazingly with those stats specifically. The next thing we have is Hail and Grave. This one's going to do deals physical damage again. This one is going to hit for 4 hits. This is great. Does build up a combo and just chain really well with the special if you do get it off. I feel like this unit is more for building that combo meter, because you do get that small percentage and then that percentage builds up as the combo increases. He's definitely going to help you with your team percentage gain overall. The most I've hit with him is about 180 hit combo. Very well with him. He's very fast and efficient. I think if you don't have Duran right now, I think he's a great substitute, as he is that Earth user. For Fracture Fist, this one's also going to deal physical damage, but this one is only 1 single hit. Does deliver a strong blow, especially on crit, so very useful. I believe it does have some kind of knockback as well, but I do really like it. For his support skill right now, I only have him at +1, but 6%, and I believe all the support skills do raise up to, I think, like 8%, 9%, something like that, or even further than that. I haven't done too many pulls yet on 3 stars as far as ranking them up, but I know it does, the percentage is pretty much universal when it comes to these guys, especially with the STR. So right now it's at 6%, which is going to definitely help me with if you do pair him with the support, or pair him as a support, especially if you do have Duran. So right now we don't have that last one unlocked because we don't have the dupes for him, but that's okay. He still performs very well without dupes. You don't really need them, but of course he's a 3-star. So what's really cool about 3 stars is that as you're pulling, you probably have a higher chance of getting those 3 stars to help them with those percentages. The next thing we're going to go ahead and talk about is his mana board. Now, as you can see here, I don't, the grind is real in this game. So I went ahead and put it just to start off with, I went ahead and built him with strength, defense, and luck, and then I started doing the health right now. He doesn't really need INT unless you're using your Mega Spirit. Then of course I believe that scales off your SCR and INT. Your magical defense, I will work on that, but probably last. And then of course his MP and INT, I'll get that as I go. I know MP definitely helps him out, especially with the skills, but the path I'd probably choose in the order as I would go strength, defense, luck, life, MP, SP, deep magical defense, and then his last one, INT, if you're wanting to try a completionist and you want to fulfill his kit. So overall, I think he's absolutely great. We're going to go ahead and jump into a little skill showcase and just kind of show his movement speed. Actually, before we do that, I'm so sorry. We're going to go ahead and check out his equipment. So again, for his equipment, I do have the strength plus 18% kit, so the Valsena. The reason why I do like this kit is because of the 18, and he 18% on SCR, and I think he scales well with it. So for the main stat, I believe, I don't know if I've seen too many different ones. I think this one only scales on HP. As you can see, I have several others and they all scale HP. The bonus stats are what's going to change the most. So for the one I'm using currently right now is going to be a luck. As you can see, I'm a big fan of luck. I think we work greatly with him. So at 84%, and then we have the con, which is the defense, and then the STR at plus 4%. I definitely recommend trying to get a flat stat and STR for the bonus stat. I think that's going to be great for him. Now for the armor, again, I think con is pretty much the only route you can go when it comes to armor as the main stat. For this one, again, I would try to go for maybe HP, STR percentage, and flat stat. It's STR. Again, this one, I don't know if this one changes. Mostly all I've seen is SPR on this one. So magic defense, again, go for maybe con, luck, and then maybe a percentage on SCR. And then for this one's debatable, honestly. I just like this set right now because of the MP. I definitely want to, the MP is not dramatics to where it makes him want to hit more. I just feel like it is a decent kit for right now. For what I have, it's favoring me. As you can see, I have a flat stat of plus 64, a luck at plus 89, and a strength percentage. That's why I like this one, is because the roll stats were really great, especially with that 3-star luck. It favored whenever I leveled it up, so I went ahead and kept it. Again, here, strength at 10% on main stat, great. And then we have a percentage stat at 1.8 on his bonus, and then another flat stat at 37. I really just couldn't go wrong with this oak ring right now. It's just superb on STR. And then for this one, I could just, for the life of me, guys, I could not get a pair of boots that benefited him. As you can see, that INT does absolutely nothing for this unit. That definitely would like to go for luck, STR percentage, and STR flat stat if I possibly can, which that flat stat would replace that INT. Hopefully one day we will be able to re-roll stats, which is going to be really awesome. Maybe in the future, that'd be really cool. But for now, we'll just have to wait for that to happen. As you know, they are updating this game pretty well, weekly, and it's looking really good. Another thing I wanted to throw down, and before I start the actual showcase, is I am using a small guide from Reddit. There's an awesome guy in there named Desu Snow. I hope I said that right. He threw up a hidden mechanics guide for all the weapon types that generally explains exactly how each works and how each combo, the ST gauge boost, all types of. I will throw in the description below so that you guys can have it for a reference, because I think it's fantastic, and I most likely will be referencing it in every single video, just in case you do come in at a later time and you're not able to catch this segment. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and dive into Kevin's showcase, and we'll talk about a little bit. We'll go over a little bit of stuff in game. All right, guys, so before we jump into the actual, showcase of the character, we're going to go ahead and check out his memory real quick. The memory I'm using right now, and it's only mostly because of the stats, is because look at that strength at 240, con at 230, and HP at 280. It's going to be the Unleashed, and this one I believe is story-based, so I think you get it throughout the game. The reason why I'm not too worried about my con also is because of this memory specifically. Also, when your HP is below 40%, you get an extra... You get a minus 30% damage taken, so it's definitely going to help him for survivability. For my support, I am running Duran. You can run any other Earth unit for that extra support percentage. But as you can see, 6570, it's mostly due because of my armor. It's just like it needs to be worked on, and RNG is going to play a factor in that. So let's go ahead and jump into the showcase real quick. All right, so now we have Battlestar. We can go ahead and test out his speed real quick. We are playing on hard mode just to kind of keep these guys, playing on normal knocks them out pretty quick. So we'll go ahead and test out his auto real quick. It is for 4 hits. Let's go ahead and lock on real quick. Yeah, 4 hits on his auto. The way the auto works is that since it is glove based, the first hit is going to be 75%. The second and third hit is going to be 50%, and the fourth hit is going to be 150%. So very similar to the way the sword is. The sword is very similar. It just has it all skilled in just 3 hits, where this one is 4. The reason why this one is 4, and I like it, is because of the comboing. So we're going to go ahead and do his next move, which is going to be a skill 1. This one also is 4 hits. Let's go ahead and gather real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. And very nice. And you can chain that really well too. 1, 2, 3, 4 into the special. Again, this one's 10 hits. So look at that combo already just building. We're at 26 hits already, and we knocked everybody out. Like I said, he's really good at comboing and getting that meter up. So, very, very good. This is going to be our final wave, and we're going to go ahead and test out his single attack, his S2, which we'll just call it skill 2. It's going to be a very nice punch, and you can see that just knocks him on the ground. So when it does knock him on the ground, that does give you an advantage to go ahead and continue the combo. So we'll try to knock down as many as possible real quick. But ooh, not dying, right? Yeah, let's not die here. We'll go ahead and knock him down, and then finish the combo. Look at that. He's just so much fun. We cleared. So yeah, that was hard mode. So you know, he, like I said, he's very good. Definitely don't sleep on this character. But yes, let's move on to the next character. So this is going to be the 3-star Hawkeye. He's going to be a dagger user with the dark element. So anything that's weak to dark, he's going to be your man. All right, so now we're going to move on to the gear. So for the gear, I'm using the Valsana set. This is going to be an STR plus 18 when you have all 3 pieces. Of course, for the main stat on this one, most of it's just HP, which is great. For this one, I would stick to STR flat and percentage and maybe some con. If you can squeeze some luck in there as well, that's going to be great. Just don't go too crazy on the luck on this unit. Like I said, he does benefit from his ability, which gives him 100 points to luck. Make sure you guys are activating that at the start of every battle. It's going to greatly benefit you. Now for the armor, again, Valsana armor, this one's going to favor con, which is going to be your defense at 102. Try to keep it at that. I would definitely keep it at flat stat, STR, flat stat, and percentage, STR. And then for this one, maybe some MP, so you can go ahead and maintain your abilities, because one of his mains was skill 1 actually, is very useful. So definitely making sure that you can maintain that MP is going to be highly beneficial for you. So like I said, for this one, I probably go STR and MP and maybe a luck stat. So yeah, I know we don't really have any control over how these generate, so it really is just luck, but I'm just kind of hinting what you could be looking for. For this one, it does help out the SPR. So for this one, again, I would look for STR, either con or luck. Definitely stay away from INT. This piece will definitely be replaced. There is no need to have INT on this kit. It will not benefit him at all unless you're using him as your primary source of Mega Spirit, which I don't think you will be. You can use like a high-end mage or like Papoi, somebody like that's really good for that. If you have him. So for the next part, I am using the Oak set. I wouldn't use this for him. The MP plus is not really that great. I would definitely go for the Ivory set. This is going to give him an SPR of plus 20%. And for this one does range between HP and strength. Definitely look for the main stat of strength, and then try to get lucky on the bonus stat with strength percentage and flat stat strength. As you can see, I do have a flat stat on there on the STR, but again, INT is not going to benefit him, so make sure you replace that with something else. For the ring, this is probably one of my favorite rings, which is not the one I'm going to use because I love that strength. This one is mostly HP, as you can see. Mostly it is. There you go. So that's Ivory. Yeah, that is Ivory. So for this one I got very lucky on. This one is a percentage of 10% on strength, which this one's perfect for him. I will most likely keep an Ivory set on this unit just because of how amazing that ring is. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's just so good. Look at that. This is looking like a really good set so far. So that 5% and then that extra 10%, highly beneficial. And then he's going to get that flat stat of 37 there and the percentage of 4.2%. I mean, that is kind of like just an amazing set, right? Amazing like bonus stat right there. So that one's huge for me. So I'm definitely going to make sure I complete this Ivory set for the future. For this one, we have the Oak boots. Like again, I'm gonna definitely go to the Ivory. This one's not very good, but it's actually all I have at the moment, so I'm gonna be grinding out a little bit more. So for this one, HP 11%, so maybe we can get an STR, or we could, I might want to stick with the HP. We definitely don't want to, be lackluster on HP, so we definitely want some HP. So maybe I might keep this at HP and then go ahead and do bonus stats for the strengths up and stuff like that. Again, I feel like we might be doing too much luck already. I would definitely keep it probably 300 and below on the luck, if you can, and then kind of build around that. Again, stay away from the INT. The SPR, it looks like he is getting quite a bit of SPR already, so if you definitely want to replace the SPR with something else, try to get some RNG going for that and replace that stat. So again, these are just opinionated like builds. So I mean, you have no control over what you're going to get. So just keep what you got and work with it. I think that's the best way to kind of play this game. Now we're going to move on to his skills. So for this one, for Hawkeye, he's going to have Cross Slash. And this is going to be a special ability, deals 9 physical damage. This one is going to hit for 8 hits total. This is very good for, mob clearing. It definitely deals a lot of damage. Make sure one of the main things you need to focus on is make sure that you have your crit ability on so that you can benefit highly from this, as it does pretty much double your damage on hits. The next thing is going to be Twin's Edge. Now this is going to be hitting for 6. The reason why I think this is so unique is that you don't need really any kind of line of sight. You can throw it from any angle and it should hit the enemy. I haven't had any real problems with that. Also, MP cost is 25, which can be lowered when you unleash him. So more dupes is gonna, further down the road, it will lower the cost of this, which therefore, you have more uses of it. It does hit pretty hard. This is probably one of my favorite techniques on him. I was kind of surprised that this was a long range unit for his skills, the skill 1. So definitely highly useful. The next thing is going to be Ambush. Now, this is something very unique as well. I haven't seen this on too many characters, at least that I have. This was going to raise his luck by 100 points for 60 seconds. Make sure you are constantly using this. Of course, unleashing him will lower that MP cost. But if you want to go ahead and save the MP cost, go ahead and use this. Make sure that you're using this on the final wave or boss fight. Just every 60 seconds, go ahead and refresh this so you can get your maximum. For the next thing, as a support skill, again, like any other support, he does get a 6% STR for self and paired ally. Of course, that's always welcome for his kit. So other than that, it's a great kit. I love the long range Twin Edge. It works so well. Now, to go onto his mana board, I have not had any dupes yet, so I could only build them so far. The first things I concentrated on were strength, defense, luck, and life. And then of course my last stats that I concentrated on were the MP, INT, and SPR, which INT being the very last thing you do. You really don't even need to build the INT if you want to save your resources, but I do like to be a completionist, so leveling up the entire board is going to be something that I'm going to do. I was testing something out. I do see that SPR is only at 2 there. I don't know why that happened. So yeah, I would definitely don't do what I did and put it toward. I might have just been doing something weird. But yeah, definitely don't do INT before SPR. Definitely do SPR before INT on this unit, as it is going to benefit a lot more. So as far as the unit goes, I think he is a really good unit. I can't wait to see what he's going to be doing for the future. Even stats here at level 54, absolutely great. For his memory that I'm using currently, it's the same one I'm using on Duran. And the reason why I like this is because he's up front and attacking, so survivability is really important. This memory is just so good for the STR and the con. I think it's just great. I wish it favored a little bit of luck, but I mean, look at that HP, strength, and con. You just can't go wrong with it. And it was pretty much free. It was in the story. I think it was in the story, but I know I definitely didn't unlock this one through the banners. So if you guys have this, definitely take advantage of it. So let's go ahead and move on showing his skills. We'll actually showcase his skills real quick, show his movement speed, and just kind of showcase what he does. All right, so for Hawkeye, his speed is going to be very, very good. I do like the way his animations are. He's not as fast as I wanted him to be, but I mean, I love the fact that he can kind of rotate around the map pretty easily. And then he has a flip animation. Let me see if I can get this going real quick. Yeah, there it is. I love the flip. Look at this. That's so cool. I got hit in the process. But one of my favorite techniques is the dagger throw. Now, this thing can be thrown from anywhere. No line of sight on that one, and of course it's going to benefit me when I actually have the crit on. So make sure you guys are using your ambush right away, especially for boss fights. You definitely don't want to miss out on that. And then, like I said, no line of sight for the dagger. Very good. Yeah, I mean, just anywhere. He really only has his one tank, and then he has his autos. But I mean, look at that. Just so good on damage. We're going to get hit by this, not a big deal. I definitely don't want to showcase the special and then get hit in the process of it. But auto attacks, they are very good as well. Hits for 7 hits total. Very nice for combo building. And then we can go ahead and finish her off with the special. Definitely one of my favorite specials too. And Kevin has a really nice one too, but I just love the way this one looks. And I think I completely missed. I didn't, I got her. And there we go. 8 hits. I think he's really good, especially building him even further than what I have right now, because I feel like mine's a little weak. But I think for the future, I think he's going to be great. So that's actually all I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe today for future content, because I will be coming out with quite a bit. Sorry for the lack of videos in the past couple days, as it was Mother's Day. I've had family in town, so I'm trying to just do the best I can. But again, guys, thank you so much for all the support in the past couple weeks with this game. I'm loving it. I hope you guys are too. Stay tuned for more future content. You guys have a great night. Peace.